So, my kindly sorry to all of you, and especially to the respected panelists. Actually, it was very bad for us, and actually, I have no words to share with you. So I'm again, this is my apology, and I said to sorry to everyone, Professor Vladimir, Dr. Sajal, Dr. Rahmani, Dr. Debasish, and also to respected Sharad sir. And indeed, it is a really honor for me, especially you have accepted my request again, and you all have joined the session. So again, sorry to all of you, and I would like to invite Hemant ji, please proceed the session.
Thank you, Vikas. And I am extremely sorry for all the guests, panelists. Basically, the behavior of antisocial elements who disrupt the online book discussion hosted by Indian Research Scholar Association is absolutely unacceptable and warrants a strong condemnation. Basically, such individuals who join this session with the intent to disrupt are not only disrespecting the event but also undermining the integrity of the discussion and the hard work of all participants. I am extremely sorry. Now, continue to the session. I would like to invite editor of the book, Dr. Debasish Nandi sir. He is Associate Professor, Head of the Department of Political Science, Kazi Nazrul University, Asansol, West Bengal. Sir, please enlighten us by your views on this thought-provoking work. Sir, over to you.
Sharad sir, again, sorry sir.
Sir,
Sorry
extremely
sir.
sorry, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir,
Thank you.
extremely sorry.
Thank you.
Yes, Devasish sir, please
I would
continue.
like to request to introduce Professor Soni sir and to chair over the session. Please, Ramanji. Uh, without kind permission of Soni sir, we can start. He is the chairperson of this program.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I
Please,
think
sir. I am extremely sorry.
Debashish, Hemant was conducting very nicely, so I think he should continue it. Yeah.
Okay.
And sorry, sir, once again.
No, there's no need. But forget about everything. Now we will concentrate on our duty. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Very good evening to all of you, especially Indian Research Scholars Association for initiating this program to organize the book discussion program. One minute, just 1 minute. This book, Human Security in Asia, Interrogating State, Society and Policy. So this book has been edited by me and by me and Dr. Debtanu Majee, and the plan which has been in 21. And then because Debtanu was working on Bangladesh, on human security on Bangladesh, he did his PhD on human security in Bangladesh. He visited Bangladesh. Then he told me that let us think to edit a book, sir. What do you think? Then I told him that we can plan and we can focus on the entire Asia, the human security of Asia. So we have selected several areas of geographical areas of Asia, especially South Asia. We focused on South Asia. Then we also focused on Southeast Asia, even up to Japan, and this side Central Asia also. And Dr. Rai already talked about the 7 parameters of human security. Basically, we focus to address the most of the aspects or parameters of human security in our book, and to make it balanced, to make it more balanced, we try to just introduced authors in this book from various regions of South Asia. And not only that, we also invited an author from the United States of America, Dr. Richard Benkim, because he has vast knowledge on South Asian human security. He visited several countries of South Asia, and he watched and observed the prevailing situation of human security in South Asia. Now he's in Kolkata, so we forgot to invite him. He came this afternoon from USA. He's staying in Kolkata now for next 10 days. However, we basically divided this book into several sections. First of all, there is a theoretical section including introduction. Professor Shantisi Dulipudi Pandit is the Honourable Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University. He also contributed a theoretical chapter in this book. And Dr. Sujit Dotto, he is a professor of international relations and former chairperson of Chittagong University. He also contributed on Bangladesh. Mr. Soifullah Akon, he is a faculty member of the Department of Japanese Studies, Dhaka University. Now he is pursuing his PhD from the University of Osaka, Japan. He is also there. He also another important contributor. And we are thankful to the other contributors from. Basically, this book aims to address some very critical aspects of human security following the UNDP report of 1994. And food security got priority in this book, environmental security, political security, community security, which has been discussed by Richard Benkim. And Debtanu also given a broad perspective of the theoretical perspective of human security. And then I focused on the human security in Afghanistan. Professor Rahmani will talk about it, talk on it. But what I have seen regarding Pakistan also, Dr. Pradeep Chattopadhyay discussed the human security in Pakistan. So what I personally just observed after reviewing all of the chapters, that all of the chapters have been focused on the several aspects, because she is the professor of former professor of RMIT University of Vietnam. She focused on the new aspect of human security. He related that how human security can be challenged due to COVID-19, and how pharmaceutical in COVID-19, and how the state government of Vietnam was trying to provide vaccines through pharmaceutical industries during COVID-19. And sometimes in Afghanistan, for Afghanistan, it is very much important to share my views that during COVID-19, the Afghan people not only suffering from medical insecurity, they had to face a lot of problems due to the lack of medicine, due to the shortage of doctors, nurses. And before Corona and after Corona, there is a common problems of Afghan people, for Afghan people is human security. The Afghan people had a long experience of human security due to war, due to ethnic conflict, due to the external attacks, and due to Taliban regime. As we know, the Taliban came into power twice in Afghanistan, and financial security is very much vulnerable and alarming in Afghanistan. And life security of life is also very threatening. Each and every year, thousands of people are dying in Afghanistan, not only for food crisis but also for wars, for terrorist attacks, and other factors. For Pakistan is a federal state without following the basic principles of federalism due to the uneven development, due to the unequal development. The people of Pakistan are not getting the minimum facilities of human security, and a financially failed state is also has become a warrior state because Pakistan government is spending much more money on warheads each and every year. If we talk about Baluch movement, Honourable Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University, he also just mentioned this crisis, Baluch problem, is not only a secessionist problem, it is not only life to security, and it is a problem of just community security and political security because the central government of Pakistan has taken the policy of persecution to stop the Baluch movement. No such developmental activities and projects available in Balochistan. So they are the most persecuted and most vulnerable community, tribal community. That is, this is tribal state, having almost 70 tribal groups. So Pakistan is also just facing the human security problem. Acute crisis is there, and what I have observed that due to the lacking of the governmental policy and initiatives and willingness to address this issue, this is the main problem. And the federal government of Pakistan, along with the military and ISI, they are just busy with the war making process. So for Pakistan and Afghanistan, governments are responsible to uh, uh, make this vulnerable situation of human security. In this book, some new aspects also discussed regarding the environmental security. Oleg Neha is another contributor, important contributor. He focused on the human security of Central Asia. And Japan is another important country in this book. So how the development countries like Japan has also some questions of human security. And this book can claim that this is the first book in the world which just deeply discussed or highlighted the crisis of human security in Papua New Guinea and East Timor. There is a comparative analysis, ethnic violence, and how it was created as a new state in year 2001. In 2002, East Timor, the history of the creation of East Timor and how human security was violated during that time, and till date there is a lot of crisis in human security in East Timor. Professor Anil Kumar Mahambatra also talked about the human security in Myanmar. He raised the question, he raised the issue of human security based on the governmental responsibility and the community security, and how in a multi-ethnic and multi-religious country, the Rohingya people are being persecuted over the decades. The question has been raised by him how the Nobel Peace Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi was just reluctant when religiously majority community, that is Buddhist community. And that not only military was responsible, but civil society was also responsible. In this book, what we have wanted to address, that is the role of civil society, is very much important to ensure human security in Asia, because this is most populous until unless addressing the human security, the establishment of democracy is just utopian concept. Because if we talk about the prevailing situation of the Bangladesh, human security has been once again threatened. We are watching regularly what is happening in Bangladesh. So the responsibility of the government, and as well as the responsibility of the regional organizations like SARC and the international organizations like UNO are very important. The role of ASEAN for the issue of the human security of Southeast Asian nations is very much also important. And the role of ASEAN has been questioned due to its failure of the addressing human security in several countries of Southeast Asian nations. So I think it was a preliminary or initial initiative taken by me and Debtanu. So we appreciate the proposal of Sajal Rai that if in near future, if we can think about the second volume, and if we fulfill the shortcomings of this first volume, and if we can fulfill the vacuum of the human security, and some unaddressed issues will be highlighted in the second volume. Thank you for once again for organizing this event. Now over to Soni sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nandi. We have come to know, basically what was the idea behind taking up this project. Even Vice Chancellor Sahab has also spoke about this initially. But without wasting time, I think Hemant, we should invite. Do you like?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Yes.
Please, then you carry on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, very good evening to all of you. I would like to thank Indian Research Scholar Association for organizing this event, and we are really honored as editors of this book that great minds like you people are discussing about our book. So it is really an honor for us. And as already Debasish sir has mentioned that how the idea about the book came, and how we actually how we actually prepared this book. Now this human security, this concept, I did my PhD on human security in Bangladesh. You also mentioned that. So what I found while doing my research work in Bangladesh was that human security in an isolated manner. Like suppose we are focusing on only economic security or on food security. And what we tried to argue in this book is that human security cannot be understood in an isolated manner. Like if we study only economic security, we cannot actually predict human security. So as the definition that has been framed by the United Nations Development Report of 1994, that there are actually 7 components of human security. These are economic security, food security, health security, personal security, human security in this book. And as Dr. Roy was mentioning that, yes, human security is a multidimensional concept, and there are also, there are also many other ways by which we can frame the definition of human security. But rather we focused on these 7 components this time, and I think in the near future we'll definitely try to address the other issues that you all are going, that already has been suggested by Dr. Roy, and I think we'll get suggestions from you all also. And this will also, as I'm a young researcher, this will also help me to develop, and I'm always thankful to Dr. Debasish sir for all the opportunity. He has not been only my guide a supervisor. He has also been a philosopher for me, a friend for me, who has always encouraged me. But that he was also saying that actually when the idea, I told him about the idea. He really encouraged me. He said that you go ahead with the project, and I will be there with you. I will support you. And in this book, as we can, as you all can see, that we have tried to actually cover many countries of Asia. But yes, there are certain limitations. We do agree with that. And just like all book have certain limitations. And in the near future, I think we'll try to explore those areas and address the problems related to human security. I hope you all will bless me, and also we, as I and Debasish sir, both will get the support of yours also in the future when we think about other projects related to human security. And once again, I'm thankful to all the participants. I'm thankful to the Honourable Chair Sharad Kumar Soni sir. I think, sir, we met at Kazi Nazrul University once. You will be remembering. I'm thankful to respected speakers over here. So with this, I will end. I'm also thankful to Saket sir.
Thank you so
Saket
much.
sir was also there. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Debtanu. Hemant,
Yes, sir.
you will carry or I should carry?
Sir, it's okay, sir. And thank you, sir. With your permission, I would like to invite our first panelist, Professor Vladimir Kulikov, Senior Research Fellow at the VEB Research and Analysis Institute, Moscow, Russia. Vladimir, sir.
I think sir is not here, so I think
I think sir is not here.
The next panelist you can call.
Yes, yes, yes. So next panelist is Professor Sujit Datta, former chairperson of the Department of International Relations, University of Chittagong, Bangladesh. Sir, welcome, sir.
sir, now Vladimir sir has joined.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hemant.
So, Vladimir, sir, please enlighten us for your views on the today's event, today's book discussion.
I think he is not listening to us. He sent the message, there is no sound.
Yes, yes, yes. Mm. Vikas, can you please check the technical issue?
No. This issue, I think, is from the Vladimir sir side.
From his side.
Yes,
From
yes,
his side, yeah.
yeah.
Because everybody is listening here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Sir, Vladimir sir, can you listen us, sir? Hello, Vladimir sir. Uh, because your video has not visible also. So I think Hemant Bhaiya, you should invite to
Yeah,
next
not visible.
panelist, and after this we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be
Yes.
better, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So without the wasting time, I would like to invite Professor Sujit Datta sir, former chairperson of the Department of International Relations, University of Chittagong, Bangladesh. Sir, please enlighten us by your views on today's event, today's topic, human security.
I think Datta sir is not also here, so Rahmani sir is here.
Okay. So now our third panelist, Professor Rahmani sir. I would like to invite you. He is Vice Chancellor for International Affairs, RAO University, Paris, France. Sir, please enlighten us.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me properly?
Yes,
Sir.
yes, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, distinguished professors, respected delegates, researchers, students, and their participants in these sessions. I am very glad to contribute in today and a very important session of the book discussion, which is published. And it is, I think this is one of the important books today we can give a reference for the research scholars and for the futures. This is the place to make a thanks for the organizer of these programs, Professor Kumar sir, and also Professor Nandi sir, who has recommended to me in these sessions. Because of him, today I'm in these sessions. Exactly, this is the valuable sessions. I would like to make a thanks for the president of these programs, who has conducted such a valuable sessions for researchers, scholars, and those who are coming across from different countries to talk about the human security in Asia. Exactly, when I look to the discussions by different scholars who has given their valuable and points of view, and they discuss it about these books. Really, this was the title which is given to in this book, Human Security in Asia, Interrogating to State, Society and Policy. I think these topics very useful topics today and the current situation in Asia. The students can be the researchers and the students can focus for these books to use as one of the update resources for their own research. Whereas I want to discuss about the main aspect of these books. I would like to make a correction that I'm working in the RAO University, Afghanistan Afghanistan online university, which is one of the university has launched after 15 August 2021. And this online university has launched through after the Afghanistan university has stopped and the girls of Afghanistan has deprived of education. In this university, number of scholars from different countries are joined with us and collaborate with us to run this university for the girls who are in Afghanistan and suffering because of the education system has stopped for them. Fortunately, one of the scholars who are supporting us here, he is with us. He's working as a volunteer advisor in this university. That is Professor Nandi sir. I always grateful of him for his kindly support. The university this is the online university, but presently I'm in the Paris, France. We are leading this university through the online system for the girls of Afghanistan who are now following through the online system. Let's talk about these topics, which is and also come to the main points. Whereas Afghanistan and India has a long relationships, I can say 1,000 years and historical relationships exist between India and Afghanistan. India is one of the country, is a paradigm of one of the country who we can say one of the countries in the world who is coming on the ranking or the second ranking country who was called an incredible country, which having diversity of language and diversity of cultures, religions, And also India is one of the country has having a country of tolerance, acceptance, fraternity, and also we can say the country who's having such a model of peace in the Asia. Despite of all these things, we can say there are such a kind of concerns in the Asia, which has also we can say India and Afghanistan has a close relationship in the history. We do not have any conflict in the Asian countries. Afghanistan is the country who are having problems and challenge with some of the neighborhood countries, and some of the interventions make the Afghanistan security disturbed. But one of the country who has honestly linked with Afghanistan, it doesn't has any conflict in security problem with Afghanistan, that is India. But India during these 20 years, we can say, has collaborated Afghanistan after the USA. India is one of the countries supports Afghanistan economically, scholarly, based on the education purpose, and also we can say in construction. Then different projects has been implemented in Afghanistan, and also India is the country who has played the great role in Afghanistan, and even the symbol of democracy in Afghanistan has established by the Indian government, that is the parliament construction of Afghanistan. We can say the people of Afghanistan do not forget this achievement of India forever, especially the students who more than 50,000 students of Afghanistan has educated in India, and they have worked in Afghanistan during 20 years. I am one of those students. I have completed my master, PhD, and post PhD in India. I always will be grateful of India and all proud of having such a friends like India. But we can say during 22 years, India, after the USA, is the country who has used a lot of budgets, a lot of resources for the support of Afghanistan peoples, specifically for bringing a peace, bringing a security, and making a sustainable government for Afghanistan. As the India has given opportunity for a huge number of human resources for capacity buildings and making Afghanistan to stand on their own. As Professor Nandi sir has written articles in this regard about Afghanistan in this book. The book which Professor Nandi has discussed regarding Afghanistan, the article he discussed in this book is very, very important articles and has focused in different aspects of Afghanistan. He highlighted about the internal issues and internal problems, and also the security problems, the terrorism, one of the factors, and also poverty, health issues, and number of other challenge which were existed in Afghanistan. I think that this article was really concentrated on the internal situation of Afghanistan. But there are one of the main the important aspects. I was as a research scholars as a scholar, I can say in these articles the only things is one important to be included much, that was the external challenge should may be added more than that which is written on the articles. Let's to come to discuss about the importance of these books. The book which is now the Indian Research Scholars Association is prepared these important sessions for the scholars to discuss about this topic, this book. Exactly, as one of the scholars which I have experience about the Indian society, and also I have traveled to a number of states of India, and I know the good image about India, and also the scholars which I have connected. I can say through this kind of sessions and this kind of connectivity with different scholars can be possible to bring a good solution for the human security situation in the Asia. This why I always appreciate this type of programs, and I really grateful of these Indian research scholars associations who is providing this platform for the research scholars to come to discuss about different aspects, especially the books which is prepared from number of articles, and also the number of scholars has brought a good informations and constructed a good creativity and importance issues collected from different resources, and these resources collected by from primary and secondary data has been used in this publication, this book. I really I really can say this is one of the books we can say for the research students who want to do the research. This can be a good reference for them to use it, especially in the human social science students. The person the person who is edited, Professor Nandi and his colleagues, he has prepared and edited these books. The way he has written the books, it is very clear, transparent, and well done. He has been done. I think he's like, since I know him, he's one of the expert editors of different books. He has published a number of books and articles, and he has a good experience about how to construct the nice, valuable books. Since I have a connection with Professor Nandi, he is also has a great role in these books. I can say always we are having connection through the WhatsApp, and we talk every week. I can see he's publishing a book or an articles. There is no week or month without any achievements. He has a great achievement of publications in every month, weeks, and particularly in the years he has a number of academic activities and even traveling different countries. He has written very clearly in this book, and specifically when he has focused to write a book, an article about Afghanistan. He has written a number of articles about Afghanistan, but the article which he has fixed and he has included in this book, that is one of important uh, articles. He deeply discussed and focused the critical issues which is exist in Afghanistan. But the things, the significance of this article is that which he focused about Afghanistan. He clearly focused about the situation of Afghanistan. But the things which I want to bring and to add for these articles in the books which he has written, and he's supposed to focus on the external factors which is what disrupted the situation of Afghanistan during 20 years and also the past. But he mostly concentrated on the internal issues. He did not focus on the about the external factors, which has a great role, a key rules for the disturbing situation of Afghanistan. I hope if we want to write an article, we have to concentrate and we have to look the balance of the situations over there, and how much disturbs how many factors are exactly disturbing the situation, human security situation, or other factors which make the governance in Afghanistan to fail, and the reason. And also the another things I expected to be writing this article, that was the after 2001, the the challenge which is exists in Afghanistan, that is not focused as much as we were expecting, because the after 2001, the USA has delivered Afghanistan to end the secret agreement in Doha to the Taliban's, but the scholars who has written this scholars from Afghanistan has run it away from Afghanistan and exiled in different countries. As I am one of the two scholars in Afghanistan, he exiled in France. And the scholars do not have that much because they are in the primary stage of their lives. They cannot write article as much as it is needed for the situation of Afghanistan. I expect to from the scholars of India as a close friend of Afghanistan and the honest friend of Afghanistan, the people, the scholars of India can write the articles related to Afghanistan, which deeply rooted the situation is critically for the security situation in Asia as well as in the world. I will highlight some security. I will highlight some significant and important factors which is threatening now regional countries as well as Asia, and also we can say today the world is not secure because of the current situation which is exists in Afghanistan. In this article, most another important aspect which is mentioned in the book is has covered different uh, topics like health, like food, security, and all economic and different aspect has been mentioned nicely, and that is very important. We can use from these books and for our future studies. But the things today we can say as the human security we are discussing about human security, it was possible to the topics must be real. The more number of top articles must be read to write regarding the current situation which is threatening the region countries, specifically the Asians. Today we can see. I will come to the final point about how this specific factors which is threatening the situation of India, region countries, and also the world. Instead of in this book also they discussed about the COVID security was one of the articles has discussed about this. Instead of this COVID, I was supposed to there must be one article under the title of cyber security issue and threatened or under the name of cyber security. As today we have discussed during this session, we have faced this challenge. It means we can say as physically we are not that much secure in the world today. We can say, and through the cyber we are not secure. We have to be focused and concentrated in these topics as well. Let's to conclude my points. Today, the after 15, as I already mentioned this, after 15 August 2001, Afghanistan and India has stopped its relationships as the India and Afghanistan is having close relationships. The huge number of the budget of Afghanistan, India has been used in Afghanistan. I am one of the scholars. There is no times to mention how much project India has been explored over there in Afghanistan. More than 16 projects has been implemented usefully for the people of Afghanistan. Still, these are sustained in Afghanistan, some of them. But today, the main concern in Asian countries are that to human security now more than as the India was focusing in this has been used their resource for the peace in Afghanistan. As you know, the peace in Afghanistan is equal to peace in India. The peace in Afghanistan can be possible, we can say, connected to the peace in region countries. When the in Afghanistan is as a heart of Asia, if the heart is not well entire, the body will not be well. That is why today the heart of Asia is not working now and properly, and the heart has a problem. If we do not focus, if we do not write an article in this part of the heart, means we are looking for something else, and that cannot be cannot cover all our issues. Let's true for the next edition and the next publications, we have to concentrate for the situation of Afghanistan, because Afghanistan is only not the country the people of Afghanistan can suffer. We can say the region is suffering now, and the world is now shocking because of the situation of Afghanistan. And also, we can say more than 29 terrorist groups today is working and functioning in Afghanistan, and they are
can you
having their
please
own
conclude? Can you please conclude?
Yes,
Because
and
others are waiting.
and
Yeah, please.
3 minutes. Is it possible for 3 minutes to finish?
No, please. Now just conclude, because then you have already taken too much time.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
For the last points, we can say this is the books which is having published, and for the next we have to look for the situation which is exist in the regions, and we have to talk about what issues which is threatening the situation of region countries, and if we specifically focus on those things that can be helpful for all our region countries to be solve the situation, the critical situation. However, thank you very much for giving this opportunity to present my own views. But I'm so sorry for taking a long time and discussed and different aspects which was not concentrated on your own session, because the book which has sent it to me today, I was very skillfully I has a look into the books, and then I have collected some information through the books. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me and giving this opportunity. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And I would like to inform you that our first panelist, Professor Vladimir Kulikov, joined us. He is a senior research fellow at the VEB Research and Analysis Institute from Moscow. Sir, floor is for you. Please enlighten us. Sir, unmute yourself, please.
I think Kulikov sir is facing some problem.
Can you hear me now? Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to this discussion and sending a book to me, which I have received a couple of days ago and started to read it. And to be very honest, I never heard about the concept of the human security. Well, for certain reasons, I think that the concept is quite new for the Russian audience. I never heard anyone speaking about it. And although I have many friends in academia, and I never heard anyone of them, even with my friends in Russian Council for International Affairs, they're talking about every kinds of security, not human. So this is, thank you so much for giving me a chance to start my personal research in this field, and maybe I will invite other scholars from the Russian Council to rethink their idea of, traditional Soviet school, regional security, strategic security, and different blocks of power. But the issue of human security, I've never read any book about it here, and for many reasons, when we have started the Russian-Indian public dialogues between web institution, which is a part of the Russian Council. So when we have started it, we wanted to see the world from some new perspective. We are all kind of ruled by certain cliches. And thank you so much for sending the book, and thank you so much for coming here to Moscow, which is nowadays not a very popular city, and not everyone here is very happy with what's going on, because the expert community and the guys at the government, these are two different things. They listen to us sometimes, mostly they do not listen to us. So let me add a couple of phrases is because I'm certain ideas, and maybe the whole book here, maybe the Web Institute, which is an affiliate of the big bank, maybe they will find the funding and hire an translator, and later on it could be published under the logo of those who has already written the book and the Web Institute. This is my first hope, and my second hope still, we started with it a couple of years ago. Since there is enough funding here in Russia inside the country, which could not be brought out, the idea of the permanent Indian-Russian or Russian-Indian Research Institute, or a university, which could be built here in Moscow or in St. Petersburg, because there is money, there are experts, there is no way to take the money out of the country. So maybe institutional addition to what we already have. I mean, we have different institutions, but we don't have the kind of institute like this here. In the era of perestroika, we used to have Russian-American universities, Russian-French universities. We have lots of knowledge societies, but we never had an institute, Indian-Russian Institute, Russian-Indian Institute, which is, let's say, not an online, but a classic institute with a building, with a rector, with the staff and all that. So I'm sorry for being very, for my very brief notes, but let me try to finish the reading of this book and try to write some essay for the Russian Council, which is a huge organization of tens of thousands of let's say, participants. They're scholars, and when we publish something there, it's usually heard. Well, not very well met always, but anyway. Thank you so much for inviting me. By education, I'm a specialist on Russian-American relations, and I've participated in all the talks on disarmament and different other things. I'm sorry for being very rude, but let me do my homework, and I will write something and send it to my friend Dr.Debasish Nandi, who's been very kind to me. And I will send it there, and let's continue some kind of dialogue, because otherwise we see the world only through our small windows. We are not allowed to travel a lot, not by our government, but by our government also. We can't get a Schengen visa. We can't fly to very many other countries, and we are very happy with the Indian scholars and fantastic leadership, and your foreign minister, who somehow managed to not only keep the country outside of all the blocks. Well, India is in many international organizations, but somehow escaped the, let's say, used the Indian window very well, and somehow escaped all the ideas of keeping it in, let's say, under the umbrella of great power struggle or all that crazy stuff. Sorry again for my small remarks. Let me do my homework. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Kulikov.
Thank you very much, sir.
Having you in our program. Thank you so much for it. Although it was brief remarks, but you said so many things which we could understand the last point you have mentioned about our foreign minister, the university which I am working, Jawaharlal Nehru University, is our alumni. And he has doctorate from the same university, same school. So we also feel proud having this kind of foreign minister.
Pardon, one small add.
Yeah.
Some 10 years ago and 15 years ago, I have visited Jawaharlal Nehru University several times, and this has been the time when we first invited Her Excellency Indira Gandhi Sonia Gandhi to visit Russia, and I still have a small present from her. So it's been the opening of some 15 or 16 or even 18 years ago of Russia to the outside world through India. Let's do it again.
Yeah, sure. Let's hope.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hemant now?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, now I would like to invite the president of the program for presidential remarks, Professor Sharad Kumar Soni, sir, Chairperson, Center for the Inner Asian Studies, School of International Studies, Jawaharlal University, New Delhi.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, Hemant.
Thank you.
Let me formally, thank your organization. Yeah. Thank, or rather, I would say, express my gratitude to Indian Research Scholars Association, in particular, Mr. Vikas Kumar and Hemant, you, for inviting me to be part of this program of book discussion. I also take this opportunity to pay my regards to the chief guest, Professor Saket, Kushwaha, the Honourable Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University, Itanagar. I also would like to pay my regards to all the panelists, who have joined both from India and abroad in this session, and also to the editors of the book, Dr.Debasish Nandi and Dr. Debtanu Majee. It is really a matter of pride for me to preside over this session and now to deliver my presidential remarks. I'll not take much time in my remarks, though I'll say what I feel as a researcher belonging to the South Asia. You see, the book entitled Human Security in Asia, Interrogating a State, Society and Policy, as we heard from the panelists, from the editors, and also from the chief guest, Professor Saket Kushwaha, is a welcome step. As we all are aware that today human security is a very burning topic in the context of Asia. There are so many dimensions of human security, and the book has tried to address various dimensions and aspects of human security, particularly in Asia, covering case studies of different countries. Not only that, it also, the most importantly, I would say, it builds theories in order to understand a phenomena in a structured and well-ordered manner. Having said this, I would say that several scholars have argued that human security represents a focus on human survival, their well-being and freedom, that it should be seen as the objective of all security concerns and other forms of security as means. I take the example of Lincoln C. Shen. He basically identified three key strategies to achieve human security. That is protection, promotion, and prevention. And that is how we look at the human security issues. You see, in situations of acute insecurity, progressive utilization of protection measures for relief, safety nets, and supporting peacekeeping are very much needed. For chronic insecurity, poverty should be the focus of concern and development like cure. And I would say that in order to protect established human security regimes and to provide a warning against future challenges, a preventive course of action based on information, diplomacy, and sanctions are also required. Asia continues to present a fascinating and dynamic reason for evaluating human security challenges. The countries in Asia are very less about the external threats of aggression than about the enemy within. Secessionist movements and movements for democratization have led to internal political repression and to the prioritizing of maintenance of political power, neglecting safety and welfare concerns. Asia has also been the world's major success story for development and modernization. But human rights issues, I will take example of China, Myanmar, and elsewhere, make international headlines with allied problems of refugees, terrorism, and drug trafficking. So human security has been challenged time and again and threatened for so many reasons. Sometimes human security has been neglected by the governmental apparatus and sometimes by the majority community of the society itself. The responsibility of the government and democratic environment often play a positive role in ensuring, I would say, human security. But one cannot deny that the non-democratic forces and undercurrents of a society often create obstacles in ensuring human security. Many Asian states have had experience and address all such issues confronting the Asian society in terms of human security. I think Dr. Debasish Nandi and his co-editor Dr. Debtanu Majee took up this project painstakingly, which we are witnessing today in the book form. Despite some limitations which have been highlighted by our esteemed panelists, the book sheds light on the conditions of the economy, food, health, community, environmental and political security in Asian states. Some of the countries that have been dealt with in the book, as I witnessed, from human security perspective include India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Vietnam, Japan, East Timor, Papua New Guinea, and so on. So a number of countries, huge number of countries, I would say, in one book. And that means the book covers various regions of Asia, such as South Asia, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and East Asia. In addition, the issue of human security in Central Asian countries is also delineated. Since the issue of human security has been threatened in a very indifferent way during the COVID-19 pandemic, the book also views human security through the prism of, as it has been written in the book, medical science and pharmaceuticals. As such, as I said in the beginning also, this is indeed a combination of concepts and applications. This obviously covers a variety of aspects of human security in different regions with a special thrust on the current trend. With these words, I congratulate both the editors for bringing out this edition of the book, which is not only beneficial, in my views, for the academics and research scholars, but also for the policy planners. So, I have not read the whole book, but the part of the book I have read, including the chapter written by our Honourable Vice Chancellor, Professor Shanti Sri Dhuliputi Pandit. And she is a theorist. She has given a different kind of perspective, which is very useful, not only for the general academician, but as scholars of IR also, to which we all belong. At least I belong to. With these words, I thank you, all of you, for listening me patiently. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Ms. Anupriya for vote of thanks.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I would like to say only one thing. Sir, I think that actually three Asian scholars, they have also played a very significant role in framing the concept of human security. And we cannot ignore them, and we cannot talk about human security without discussing about them. They are Amartya Sen, Mahbubul Haq, and Sadako Ogata.
Yes.
These three people. Without them, I think we cannot talk about human security without any reference to them. So I think this is also one important point, that the three Asian scholars, they have actually framed this idea, and I think as young scholars, we should carry that forward. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Because of the time limit, I would like to invite Ms. Anupriya for vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. A very good morning to all. I would express my sincere gratitude to Indian Scholar Association. First, I want to extend my warm regards and heartiest congratulations to the editor or the excellent books on the human security in Asia, integrating state, society, and policies. Here, giving me opportunity to the vote of thanks. So, I would like to sincere thanks to Honourable Vice Chancellor Professor Saket Kushwaha sir for enlightening us. I would to I would like to sincere thanks to Professor Sharad Kumar Soni sir, and I would like to sincere thanks to Professor Joel Roy sir, and I would like to sincere thanks to uh, Vladimir sir. I would like to sincere thanks to Professor Jujit Datta sir. I would like to sincere thanks to Gulab sir. I would like to thanks for all the participations on the books discussion for your valuable time with us. And once again, my sincere thanks to all the panelist member and chief guest and all the participation on the book discussion. Thank you, and thank you so much for everyone.
So, thank
Thank
you, sir. After the formal vote of thanks, with the permission of the Honorable President of this session, I want to say something.
yeah.
Sir, actually, Indian Research Scholars Association is the association who has a large member not only from the India, across the country. And in this association, sir, we have added the various research scholars from the Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Vietnam, also some from the Western countries like the UK and Ireland and Australia. So, sir, it is a very big platform, and this is the this it is the our 103rd program, sir. We have conducted 103rd program and 10 book discussion session, 5 workshop within two years, sir. But sir, really, sir, I I I, I have no words to explain the what happened today, sir. Actually, sir, so sorry, sir, to all. Uh, Actually, sir, I can't explain about the everything, sir. And it is as the president of the association, sir. This is my responsibility, sir. Actually, and in the presence of the Honourable Vice Chancellor, sir, who belong from my village. We are from the same district, sir. Honourable Saket Kushwaha, sir, and he is like my guardian. So thank you, sir. Sir, really, sir, I'm sorry, sir. It was wholly
कोई
against the
विकास कोई बात नहीं बेटा,
Okay.
तुम्हारी गलती नहीं थी, तुम्हारी
जब
गलती नहीं थी।
जब अंत भला तो सब भला, कहावत है ना। इतना बढ़िया डिस्कशन हुआ, सब कुछ हुआ, भूल जाइए जो हुआ।
Definitely,
हम सारे
sir.
लोग आपके साथी हैं अभी तक।
Thank you very much, sir.
चलो,
Thank you.
thank you, sir.
thank you all of you. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you, thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Manji, sir, I will call to you after the session. Thank you, thank you. I will call to every panelists and honorable guests after the session. Uh, so, okay, now I will left the session, Mantri. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.